For bankruptcy, 50 Cent was spending $108,000 per month to rent an 18-bedroom mega mansion. Bankruptcy was so brutal that by the end of it, he had to borrow money just to buy Burger King.
Burger King is the worst fast food in the world. I said it and I stand by that take. I think if anyone disagrees, you're dirty as Yo, Mastified! Oh, 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 oh. Alright, let's move on. Burger King actually tastes so bad, it's insane. I once worked out for literally 3 months straight, didn't eat any junk food, and I ate Burger King for the first time, and I actually threw up.
A little kid and
Stop! Oh, okay, stop. Bro, how are we supposed to do this video if do this? Stop, actually, on God, stop. No, notifications are now off until after. Chill. Alright, back to the video.
However, let's begin by talking about DMX, who had to file for bankruptcy on 3 separate occasions.
Does anyone know who DMX
as he
is in the
couldn't
chat?
afford child support. You see, DMX had 17 children with 11 different women.
Wait, he had 17 children with 11 different women. Can someone do the math there? How many children is that per woman? That's like 0.8 of a child, right? Per woman? Is it something like that? Oh no. Wait, how many kids does Nick Cannon have? I don't know why he just caught a stray, but how many kids does Nick Cannon have? Doesn't he have like 30?
And almost every child resulted in some kind of lawsuit or child support requirement.
Damn.
For example, DMX was sued for $1.5 million worth of child support in 2008 after a genetic test confirmed that he was the father of a previously unclaimed baby, which when combined with his declining music career, resulted in his first bankruptcy filing. 4 years later in 2012, DMX was sued by a different ex-partner for a further $1 million worth of child support, and a year after this lawsuit, he filed for bankruptcy a second time.
Women always
his third
win.
Bankruptcy would occur in 2016, during which it would be discovered that DMX had racked up a further $1.7 million worth of unpaid child and family support, which accompanied $950,000 in bank debt and $1.7 million worth of tax debt. Since he had $0 in his bank account, DMX was sentenced to 6 months in prison for the child support, a further year in prison for the unpaid taxes, and was also ordered to pay.
Prison is so scary. I'm not gonna lie, personally, I think I would run a prison. I really do feel like I would be, what do they call it when you run a prison? Like, say I'm, like, in a unit. Like, there's, like, a name for that. Like, when you run the prison. Something like that. No, you wouldn't. Stop lying. I'm, like, the top dog. Right. Pod. It's the top pod. Pod boss or something like that, right? Do you think I would run the pod, or do you think I would get my asshole rearranged? Which one? The first one or the second one?
Pay the government $2.29 million in restitution after he was released from his time behind bars. However, DMX never had the chance to pay the amount back in full, as he'd die in April 2021. And despite his extensive family tree, DMX never wrote a will, meaning that his family was still involved in money-related legal battles even after he was dead and buried. Tiger was certainly better at.
Yo, this guy's music sucks. Does anyone listen to this dude? Bro, Tiger has the worst music I've ever heard. I swear to God, didn't he make that one song, You Are Unforgettable, right? That's like the only song, right? Is that him? Is that even him?
Go look for the sub.
Is that even fucking him?
Masterfy gifted a tier 1 sub to Cuffem's cheeks.
Thank you for giving this
They
up.
have given 100.
Oh, that's French Montana! Fuck French Montana too! He caught a stray! Who listens to French Montana nowadays? Bro, French Montana is so ass. So, bro.
At managing his child support payments, although he definitely had a weakness when it came to luxury.
That's with Sway Lee, assholes. I know who Sway Lee is. Sway Lee made some bangers. And you remember? Dun, 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 dun.
spending. After cultivating his career as a successful rapper, Tyga's name entered news
Oh my god. What the fuck happened to him?
headlines after he'd purchased a $200,000 Mercedes Maybach for
Okay, this does not look like a $200,000 car. If I ever had $200,000 to my name, I would never buy this car. Can we all agree on that? I'm sorry. The Maybach looks so fucking cheap. It's so ridiculous. I don't know how people buy this shit.
his girlfriend, while being $480,000 behind in rental payments on a luxury Malibu home. As a result, Tyga was sued by his landlord, although he'd failed to show up to court as he was on holiday in Turks and Caicos.
Wait. Is that Caitlyn Jenner? Wait, he dated Caitlyn Jenner? I thought Travis dates her. Kylie?
Yet this situation wasn't the only example of Tyga spending big in one area while being financially behind in another. For example, in 2016, while shopping for a new Bentley, Tyga's Ferrari 458 was repossessed in the parking lot as Tyga hadn't been paying for the loan. Despite this, Tyga would go on to purchase another Mercedes Maybach, as well as a Land Rover, a Rolls-Royce Ghost, and a Rolls-Royce Cullinan, all of which were repossessed for non-payment, while he was seen looking at a brand new Lamborghini. In addition to this, Tyga was sued by a second landlord for $181,000 after once again missing
Tyga's
payments
broke right
in
now?
2016,
Tyga's actually
which was
broke?
followed by a third property-related lawsuit in 2020, where Tyga had racked up over $200,000 in damages and unpaid rent on yet another rental property. It was then revealed that Tyga was being court-ordered to pay for $200,000 worth of unpaid jewelry, which accompanied the accusation by his ex-girlfriend Black China, that he'd been missing child support.
Doesn't she make like $100 million off OnlyFans? That's what I heard. Pause? Alright, it's paused. Yo, tell him that it's paused. Tell him that it's paused, but any of my subs right now, everyone start freaking out. Be like, no way he spent that! Let's mess with them. Hold up, I gotta plug this in real quick. Oh my god. The Beatles in the city, be back immediately to confiscate the money. Did y'all ever do that challenge when you were in school? They would make us do it. It'd be like this. The Beatles in the city, be back immediately. Do y'all want to see something cringe? Yes or no? Do you want to see a video I took like a long time ago? You want to see something cringe? Be honest. Y'all want to see something cringe that I took? Alright. Alright, y'all promise y'all won't think I'm cringe as fuck? Alright, let me see if I can find it. Is this it? First of all, do you guys think I'm cringe or no? Yo, this is crazy. Alright. Be honest, how bad is this? Look. I was in 8th grade, I think, when this happened. And I had a Samsung. Let me know what y'all think. I did this in my backyard of my old house. Mannequin challenge for trees. Yo, I thought I was... Yo, I'm not gonna lie. I thought I was funny, dog. I really thought I was funny. Gated community confirmed. Alright. How is that funny? Okay, was that funny or is that really bad? Be honest. I really thought that shit hit. I really thought that shit hit back then.
Payments, and just to add a cherry on top of the cake, while all of this was going down, Tyga was in $890,000 worth of tax debt to the government.
That, Riley.
Despite all of this, Tyga is still seen flexing a lavish life on social.
Whoa. Does anyone know what kind of car this is? Whoa. He has a LaFerrari? Louis Vuitton jacket? Yeah, this jacket's tough.
Media, which is a luxury unavailable to rap producer Scott Storch, who blew through $70 million in less than 3 years.
Oh my god!
Scott had earned this money.
Wait, do you guys know who this is?
by producing for some of the biggest names in music, including Kanye West, Dr. Dre, and Jay-Z. Yet Scott Storch's insane net worth began to diminish after he'd purchased an insane supercar collection.
30 cars, including Bugattis and Ferraris and all that kind of stuff.
As well as a $10.5 million mansion where he housed—
Wait! Oh, this looks like the Cloud House.
more than 20 staff, including a boat captain, just in case he wanted to go out on his yacht.
Would you guys ever buy a yacht?
Full-time staff?
I would never buy a boat if I was that rich.
And the boat was how many bedrooms?
7.
7-bedroom boat.
I don't know.
Worth about how much?
What is the point of buying a boat?
20 million.
Scott went on to explain just how much this lifestyle was costing him.
My monthly overhead for my household employees was somewhere in the neighborhood of $1 million a month I was spending.
And that if he continued
Bro, did you just hear that? He's not talking about rent. Did you not hear what he just said?
20 million.
Scott went on to explain just how much this lifestyle was costing him.
My monthly overhead for my household employees was somewhere in the neighborhood of $1 million a month I was spending.
And that if he continued to work, there wouldn't have been any problems, although this isn't what he would do.
It went from me working and delivering to doing drugs and not going to the studio.
I just stopped working.
Y'all know what the Breakfast Club is, right?
Depressed and jaded.
As mentioned, Scott stopped making—
I gotta pause this real quick. Y'all know what the Breakfast Club is? Have y'all ever seen this clip or no? Does anyone know what I'm about to show?
Therapy.
And
So
plus, it is your story.
it is my story. You know what I'm saying? But he got over it. He's like, whatever. Yeah, I talk about it on the album.
Who the hell raped your sisters?
Oh man, I don't want to get into that. It's a little too personal.
Yo.
But therapy.
Bro, I'm not gonna lie. If Charlemagne said that to you in front of you, what y'all doing? Are y'all swinging?
music, and instead began to get addicted to the nightlife in Miami. And with no money coming in, plus $1 million a month going out, it was only going to be so long before Scott hit zero. By 2009, just 3 years after having a net worth of $70 million, Scott had filed for bankruptcy. 6 years later, Scott would file for bankruptcy a second time, claiming to have a grand total—
Do you think you could ever go broke with $70 million in your bank? Like, how? I'm sorry, but how is that possible?
of $3,600 of assets to his name, $100 in cash, $500 in clothing, and a $3,000 watch.
And Kyler with the Twitch Prime, appreciate that.
So shocking, his music companies are valued at $0, and in 2014 he made a grand total of only $10,000. Throughout this hardship, Fat Joe was one of the only rappers to keep their friendship with
Does anyone know who Fat Joe is?
Scott, possibly because Fat Joe went through a similar situation himself.
I heard about
Fat Joe earned $1.18 million in 2007, $1.28 million in 2008, $265,000 in 2009, and $630,000 in 2010. However, despite having made this $3.3 million in only 4 years, Fat Joe failed to pay taxes on it. He was able to come up with $718,000.
Y'all be paying taxes or no?
And had also done
Don't do it,
extensive
bro.
charity
Don't
work.
fall for it.
However, this wasn't enough to satisfy the judge, who sentenced Fat Joe to 4 months in prison. Despite taking personal responsibility for his actions by stating, "There was a lot going on in the years that I didn't file my taxes, but it was my responsibility," less than 4 years later, Fat Joe entered news headlines again after the IRS revealed that he still owed them $1.1 million in taxes. However, this number was absolutely nothing.
If the IRS asks how much money I have, chat, can you tell them if they needed, like, say they needed, like, to confirm with my chat? Like, say they were trying to tap in with you guys and they were trying to see how much money I have. Can you guys tell them how much?
In comparison to Fat Joe's friend Lil
Thank
Kim,
you.
who owed almost 4 times.
Ew, what the fuck is that? Wait, is this not ill? You know what I mean. If this is yeah. Alright, well, the clip's over. If I get fucked, I get fucked.
More, and became, quote, too poor to file for bankruptcy. Lil Kim wasn't nearly as successful as some of the other rappers featured on this list. However, this didn't stop her from purchasing a $2.3 million mansion back in 2002, notably with the help of a mortgage.
Okay, this person has typed 5 different times in my chat. Hello, Stable. I like your hair. It's so nice. I hope you are having a great week and a happy new year to you and your family and friends. But he's asked it 7 times. What do you want me to do? Time out?
Throughout the 2000s, Kim's music career slowed dramatically, and by 2018, Kim was filing for bankruptcy as she still owed the full $2 million on her property despite the 16 years that had passed. In addition to this, Kim now owed $1.85 million to the government for 13 years worth of unpaid taxes, which accompanied a further $185,000 in unpaid legal fees. The bankruptcy became even worse after discovering that by 2018, Kim was earning a comparatively small $18,000 per month, of which $2,000 went to staff, another $2,000 went to clothing, and $10,000 went to travel fees, meaning she had less than $4,000 per month to dig herself out of $4 million worth of debt. Somehow Lil Kim managed to, quote, get her finances into good shape, and her bankruptcy filing was dismissed. However, MC Hammer...
Would you guys want your girl to be like a stay-at-home mom that helps with the kids, or do you want her to be working, like getting that cash flow in, like helping you out, or do you want to be like the main supporter? Like, what would you rather have? Because some people want like a stay-at-home mom, like don't want to work, or wife, I meant.
Wasn't quite so lucky. Despite having the 5th best-selling hip-hop album of all time, which sold 17 million copies and featured songs such as You Can't Touch This, MC Hammer wasn't able to stay out of financial trouble. He bought more than 17 luxury cars, a private jet, 2 helicopters, and 21 racehorses.
What do you need
Some
a
of the horses
racehorse
were valued
first?
at around $1 million. Most of his expenses, however, were on his home. He bought a property in Fremont, California for $12 million and spent another $30 million on renovations to turn it into his dream home. He added a bowling alley, basketball court, baseball field, recording studio, movie...
Your own baseball field. Damn. Would y'all even want that? Your own baseball field is crazy.
Theater, 17-car garage, tennis courts, and 2 swimming pools to the 40,000 square foot mansion. One of the pools was shaped like his signature baggy pants that came to be known as Hammer Pants. He added several marble statues of himself throughout the property and installed a gold hot tub in his bedroom. And to keep everything running smoothly, he employed a staff of nearly 200 people on the property, which cost him an estimated $500,000 a month. Unsurprisingly, less than 5 years later, MC Hammer had filed for bankruptcy, at which point it would be revealed that he hadn't only spent his entire $70 million fortune, but had also taken on a further $13 million in loans, which had been borrowed from over 200 different lending institutions. Despite having spent a total of $42 million on his California dream home, the property resold for only $6.5 million. However, if we're on the topic of expensive homes being repossessed by the bank, we need to talk about Birdman, who's ranked as the 15th richest rapper in the world with a net worth of
Y'all know who Birdman is or no? Please tell me y'all know who Birdman is.
But this is what makes Birdman's story unique. If he was worth over $100 million, why was his Miami mansion being repossessed by the bank for non-payment? Birdman had purchased the home back in 2012 for $14.5 million, yet by 2017, a foreclosure suit had...
Damn, do you think my viewers have houses like this? I know damn well some people in this chat have marble floors, beautiful chandeliers, stairway. Bro, some of y'all definitely got money like this.
Been filed by the bank, and quote, all personal items within the home, including platinum records gracing the walls, a pool table, and dozens of pairs of shoes, were all confiscated and placed in storage. The mansion was eventually sold by the bank for $10.85 million in July 2020. However, Birdman's lawyer has come out to explain the foreclosure, stating that it was the result of illegal loan terms set by the bank. This video kind of makes me feel poor. So perhaps take Birdman's bankruptcy with a grain of salt. However, there's no ambiguity around how TPain went broke, as he's now come on multiple podcasts to explain just how brutal his bankruptcy was. TPain had built up a net worth of over $40 million at his peak in 2007, with all of his closest rap friends advising him that as long as he kept rapping, the money would keep on coming in.
Everybody before me that I had to look up to, they were just like, no, this is great. Once you start rapping, it's just money all the time. Nothing bad's ever gonna happen. Your family's not gonna come after you.
Put in perspective, he's a Twitch streamer. What do you all want me to do with him, bro? Bro, some of my chat just say he's a Twitch streamer. Dog. What do you mean he's a Twitch? I was kidding.
Just rap, and it's just girls and swimming pools after this.
For this reason, his spending began to get out of control.
He's the person who created your favorite rapper. True or what? Be honest.
I bought my Bugatti.
You bought it for $2.1 million.
$2.1 million.
And then you, very shortly thereafter, you sold it for, all they gave you was $800,000.
Yeah.
So it was like renting
got
a car
scammed!
for $1.3 million.
Yeah.
With the purchase of his Bugatti accompanying a $400,000 chain and houses for
Oh, those chains are kind of hard. Would y'all rock?
$100,000.
Would y'all rock these? These are hard chains. What the hell? This is cool ass chain. That is not hard. These are cool. Fuck no, these are cool. It's like bottles.
Houses for his workmates.
I got this house I want to get. I got this other house for my assistants and, you know, all my runners and my producers and stuff. So we bought a house after that and we just started going crazy with the money. I wasn't paying attention to it.
Which was extra bad as T-Pain never even checked in on how much money he had.
I didn't want to know because I was led to believe that this is just it's only gonna grow. Because these rappers told me that I'm just gonna make money forever. It's just gonna keep going up and up.
In the process, T-Pain began to create less music, and within a few years, his accountant was advising him that he was almost out of money.
My accountant was like, dude, you're like out of money. And I was like, no, I'm not.
And while T-Pain seemed confident that he had plenty of cash left, reality set in for him after he'd have to borrow money just to buy food.
When you say you was broke, you had like $0 broke?
I had to borrow money to get my kids Burger King.
What's the most you ever had in the bank at one time?
40 million.
However, T-Pain
$40 million in your bank. That's set for life money, no? Is that not set for life money? Yeah? Don't you have that? Bro, I have literally in my bank account right now. Let's see. In my bank account, I have... Ew. What the fuck is this? I don't know why that's in my camera roll. I don't know what that is. I have... Yeah, that's not good. That's definitely not fucking good. Any guesses to how much money I have in my account? That's not good. Dude. That's not good, bro. Oh, that's not good. That's not good, bro. That's bad stuff, man. Bro, that's bad. It's not good. Yo, all of a sudden I'm kind of red. Does anyone else see that? What the fuck is this? Why am I red? There we go.
T-Pain was lucky to get away with a loss of only 40 million, as the final person on our list makes this number look like loose change, 50 Cent. 50 didn't only release the 10th best-selling American hip-hop album of all time, but he also made over
I feel like I could beat 50 Cent's ass. Anyone?
$100 million on a vitamin water investment, plus a further $78 million from a luxury underwear deal. In the late 2000s, 50 Cent made an estimated $300 million in only 2 years, so when he'd announced that he was filing for bankruptcy in mid-2015, with debts totaling over $32 million, the entire world was thinking the same thing. How did this happen? Well, after 50 Cent uploaded a sex tape with Rick Ross's girlfriend...
Wait, that's what happened? Did he actually?
$50 was successfully sued for $7 million, which accompanied another court order for 50 Cent to pay $17 million to a headphone manufacturer after one of their collabs went sour. 50 Cent's clothing company G-Unit Clothing then fell out of the spotlight, which accompanied the closing of his movie company G-Unit Productions, as well as his boxing company SMS Promotions. Throughout the whole process, the global financial crisis had taken a toll on the value of 50 Cent's investments, and by 2015 he was earning a comparatively small $185,000 per month. You could certainly argue that this was enough for 50.
could survive off $200,000 a month. No, what the fuck?
To get back on his feet. However, $108,000 of this monthly income was going toward an 18-bedroom mega mansion, while the remaining $77,000 was going toward menial expenses such as his gardener, with bankruptcy documents revealing that 50 Cent still owed money to his stylist, fitness coach, and even his barber. Despite this, he began to troll on social media with posts such as this one, spelling out the word broke with $100 bills, and within 2 years, 50 Cent had paid back $23 million worth of his $32 million debt. 50 Cent eventually got back to zero, and according to Google, has built up a net worth of $40 million over the last.
Let's see.